So, good morning and welcome to the Budget Modeler Buddy Build with me, the Budget Modeler, Steff, and him, the Bearded Veteran Creates, Mikey. Good morning, Mikey. How are you?
Good morning, Steff. I'm all right. How are you, mate?
Oh, I could complain. I've been really busy this morning and my eyes are bleeding. I will show you why in a bit. Right then, I'll quickly go through the comments and then we can get down to what we've been up to. Right, Duke saying, good day from us, you couple of bonds of blokes. Morning, Duke.
One Duke.
Tiffany says, morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tiff. How are you?
Good morning, Modmid.
DJ Sonic from Scotland. Hey, peeps. Hey, DJ.
Hey, Stu.
Tiff says, morning, Sonic. Morning, Duke. Sonic's replying to Tiff, saying, hey, Tiff. Sonic saying, hey, Duke, buddy. Some bloke by the name of Bearded Veteran. Bloody hell, you guys are keen. Oh, they've been in since 10:30. Oh, no, Duke was in at 10 o'clock. Tiff says, of course we are. You're our Friday morning entertainment. Cool. DJ says, I've been up since back of 6 waiting for this bloody stream, Mikey. Bearded Veteran Create says, lol, well, we sure as hell appreciate your support. Yes, we do. Chalky says, standby beds. Yep.
Morning, Chalky.
Morning, Chalky. Standby hotel room bed. Sorry. Duke's replying to Tiff saying, g'day. Duke says, g'day, DJ. Tiff is saying, I'm good, thanks, Steff. Got a busy day today. Oh, what are you up to? Chalky bro, shouts DJ. And then Tiff says, morning, Chalky. Right then, let's get down to it. What you been up to, Mikey?
I shall show you now. So, I've been working on my Centurion this week.
Ooh.
Which has come along nice. It's the first time I've had a metal gun barrel. It's come out really nice.
Yeah, they are.
I'm quite enjoying this one. That's going to be part of a diorama.
Nice. What's that one for?
That's for the Vietnam group build for Friends of Models for Heroes.
Cool.
Then I've got my Albatros.
The Albatros? Good fish Albatros.
Which has been primed.
Oh, get you.
Yes. So today I'm going to be masking off where I'm going to paint white to create highlights. And then I can mask, once I've done that, I can then mask it off and then spray the actual colours on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, has to be done.
Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle. What about you, Steff?
Me? Give me a sec. We've got a couple of more comments. Where were we? Oh, Chalky says, hiya, peeps.
Hi.
Tiff says, I've got to go and help Mum move some stuff around today. She's having a new boiler, radiators, and kitchen fitted. Ooh, cool.
Ooh la la.
Tiffy shouting, Albatros.
She's learning.
Yep. Chalky says, hiya, hen. And DJ says, maybe create and build your own DIY Colditz glider. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that one. So how was your weekend away, by the way, Tiff? Because she was in Scotland last weekend, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
Yes. Right, me. What have I been up to? Let's flick that camera and flick that camera. So I've done nothing on the Albatros at the moment. That's still there. So I'll be working on the panel lines they've put in and just getting them sorted. So I'm happy with those. So that's where I am with that thing. So
Yeah.
That. And the reason my eyes are bleeding, for those of you who don't know, it took me, which way is it, that one? So it took me 6 hours to rig all that way.
He looks good though. It's worth it.
Hours. Yep. And an hour and 45 to do this so far.
Is that because you figured out how to
Yep.
the rhythm?
I've got that back one there, which is a double liner.
Mm-hmm.
That back one there, which is a double liner there and there. So everything else is dunded.
Excellent.
I'm quite happy with how it looks. So that hopefully could very easily be finished by next week.
Ooh.
Where's that one from?
That's
Oh, I lied.
What are you feeling about now?
I've got cross ones to do in there as well, so I should have done those earlier. Bugger, forgot about them. Oh well, we'll get those done.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's where I am with those. So quite happy with how it's looking. So I've put a little bit of tension, too much tension on a couple of them because the struts are bending slightly.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, yeah, I'm happy.
Good. And that's what matters.
So let's
5 mil.
come out of that. Tiff says I was visiting my besties. I had a great time. I always do when I'm up there. Just 3 weeks-ish till I'm back. Nice. Did you? Shame it can't be more often though. Chalky says really well done on that rigging, Steph. Thank you, mate. Oh, it's it keeps me calm, even though sometimes it's really frustrating. But yeah, it's something that I enjoy doing. It's like a friend of mine, John. He builds a lot of armor, and he finds the track bashing calming.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim says good morning, everyone, and a happy Friday to all, and the same to you, Jim.
Morning, Jim. Welcome back.
Tiff says morning, Jim. Joker says at Tiff, it was great to see you and Sonic again. It's been too long.
No.
Jim lad, says DJ. Jim says morning, Tiff. Tiff says it was chalky. We'll be back again soon. Cool. How did your session with Mr. Altagot go yesterday?
It went very well. We had a good natter. Got to know each other.
Cool.
Yeah. It was very good.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Thank you for asking.
That's all right. I did catch a little bit of it, but it was busy yesterday. Had my face-to-face session to get sorted.
Yeah.
Yep, got some more comments. Let me finish off cleaning this up and I will get to them.
Ooh, postman. Have we got an early delivery? Ooh, we have. And it looks like some...
Right, well, you're sorting that out. Jim says, hello, DJ. Chalky says, Jim, hi, buddy. And Jim says, enjoyed very much our live chat yesterday, Mike. Good. He will come and respond to that in a moment, Jim. He's got the postman there, so he's like a kid in a sweet shop.
It was a parcel for me.
Oh, what was it?
I'll show you. Check once I've scribed out my address.
Cool. Do you want to respond to Jim there?
What's that, mate? Enjoyed very much our live chat. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you did, mate. I enjoyed it as well. It's a good laugh. I do appreciate you coming on. Certainly alleviate my nerves because I was really nervous yesterday about doing it live on my own.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Once you get used to it.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's
I will put you full screen.
So it's from Model Scenery Supplies today. Look at that invoice. You don't need to see that. That's nice. Little card option.
Oh, you're back to front.
Am I?
Yep.
Ah, stupid. So yesterday I had to mirror it so that it was the right way around. And now, today I got it mirrored and it's the wrong way around. A lot of paper. So I got some 450 grams of lead BBs. Instead of just getting liquid gravity, because that's about £6 instead of getting a liquid gravity. Sheet of foam and a couple of sheets of plastic card. Because
cool.
I needed some really thin stuff. And I've got an idea for it. It's going to become apparent in a few weeks' time.
All right. Which model is this for?
Ah, that's what you're going to find out in a few weeks' time. Because it's going to be like a special one that Mr. Skippins is organising.
All right. When's that? When he eventually gets out of hospital, poor bloke?
Yeah. If they ever do his operation for him.
Yeah, bless him. If you didn't know, James is in triple heart bypass surgery. And he was meant to have it done yesterday, but they had to cancel on him again for the second time.
I feel sorry for the ones that have to keep polishing and sharpening the scalpels.
Yeah. Did you hear what happened?
No.
There was 2 surgeons who were meant to be doing his operation.
Yeah.
And they were arguing over who's going to do it. The guy who won is a listener of JMC, Just Making Conversation.
Yeah. This is probably why he was arguing for it.
Oh, yeah.
You can take me off big screen if you want now, stuff.
Oh, cool.
I'm not very interested anymore.
You're not very interested in him?
No, I'm not very interesting.
Where are we? DJ says, I hope we can get on that truck sim game again a bit later on. Tiffany and Chalky. Tiff says, again, Mikey, another parcel? It seems like it's every day there's a parcel.
Not quite.
Chalky says, Sonic, sounds good to me. DJ says, Mikey's starting to sound like a mule.
Sound like a mule?
Yes, all those packages. Drugs mule.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've got a huge package coming on Sunday.
Oh, missus.
Yeah. I've had to order another bookcase.
Oh, good Lord. Chalky says, Bearded, you did great yesterday, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
And he says, DJ says, I really enjoyed that stream.
Good.
Chalky says, like. DJ says that ice lolly sticks, cocktail sticks, PVA glue, toilet paper, and some white thread glider, Blue Peter styley. Oh yes.
Funny you should say that, Sonic.
Jim says, have you heard from Mr. Marley or seen any photos of his visit to the Arizona Memorial? I've seen the ones from Hawaii.
Yeah, he's not put the ones up from the Arizona.
Oh, yes, that one. Right.
Yeah. He put some up from the museum instead today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to order another bookcase because I got another 5 books this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you'd actually like them, I think. Yeah. Got the script for the play My Boy Jack.
All right.
So, because I love that film. Haynes Manual for Spitfire.
Yeah.
I've got A Soldier's Kipling, which is all his war poetry and looking into it and history around each poem and things.
Okay.
And breaking the poems down, and in the back it has a list of every war from every British war and campaign from 1701 to 1939.
Okay, cool.
Great War Railwayman. So that's all information and books about railway workers in the First World War on the front lines and stuff.
Right.
And logistics and stuff.
Yeah.
And then military technology of the First World War. And it's got
back to mirrored again.
I have no idea. That's not mirrored now.
Oh, it is on us.
Right. There you go. See, that's the right way around on my screen now as well.
It's not. It's back to front on us.
Shouldn't have. I just changed it.
Right. Do you want to kill the camera? And I tell you, refresh the page. We'll lose you for a bit, and I'll stick you straight back in. Right. Here he is. He's back. Add to stage. Nope, that's still back to front.
Right. How about now?
Nope, still back to front. Are you got the right camera?
How's that?
Nope. Are you mirroring the correct camera?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll mirror it on the remote as well.
There we go.
Yeah, so I got to mirror it on the computer and on the remote.
Yeah.
Right. So this one is military technology of First World War.
Cool.
And it's got photographs and information on pretty much everything from how they built dugouts to photos of flamethrowers being in operation and everything.
Ooh, that's
and
nice.
Livens mortars and all sorts.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. And it together, they should have come to £99.98, and I got them for £32.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Where did you get them from?
2 of them were from the Tank Museum, 2 from Postscript Books, and 2 from the charity shop.
Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, so where am I? Mr. Skelly's in saying, morning folks, how's progress on your Albatros going? They're going great guns. Thank you very much, Mr. Skelly. He says, DJ says, hey, Dave. Tiff says, morning, Dave. Steve says, Steve T's in, says, hello, guys. Hi, Steve.
All right.
Tiff says, morning, Steve. DJ says, oi, oi, Steve. DJ says, I hear Rudyard Kipling made exceedingly good cakes. Still backwards. Steve T, it's mirrored. Thought it was in Russian for a moment. Yeah, it's the wrong way around still. Jim's laughing at Steve T. Dave Skelly says, is he holding the books the correct way around? Chalky says, bearded, it's cool. I'm dyslexic, so he looks right to me. And then DJ Sonic's laughing. Jim says, that looks like a great book, Mike. World War I weapons technology is always an interesting subject for me. Kieran's in. Morning, all. Better late than never.
Morning, Kieran.
Morning, Kieran. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. It's because on my camera, you can control it with the remote control as well. So you got mirror and flipping everything on there as well.
Yeah.
I can even move around. Woo. In fact, if I move it down a bit, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, so we decided we decided a couple of weeks ago actually that I needed a new bookcase, but when I got those, I realized I have no bookshelf space whatsoever left. And Kay's buying me some Sharp novels.
All right, cool.
So because she's found them for £3.50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my next book purchase, we're watching at the moment Slow Horses on Apple TV.
Okay.
It's a spy thing. It's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. And they're all based on books.
Yeah.
So that's my next purchase. And Lisa looked at me and went, we're going to have a book call. Oh, I hate culling books.
Oh, yeah. It always seems like such a shame when when you see books at the landfill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At the tip. It's just like, oh, no, that's just so wrong. Saying that, I was given a big box of books by a friend who didn't tell me at the time when she gave them me, but they were actually belonged to their brother, and he'd committed suicide. And I looked at the books and I thought, these seem very dark. And I said, look, these books seem, quite disturbing. What happened to him? I said, oh, he committed suicide. He said he was going off the rails for ages, and he became really paranoid and talking about like people spying on him and murders and everything. I was like, yeah, all that stuff's in these books.
Bless him.
I was like, and when they're in the house, I had a really bad feeling all the time. And so I said, look, do you want them back? Because I don't want to be. It's all about like kids being diddled and all sorts.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I don't want these in my house, especially with my son and stepson here. I said, no, it's right. Just put them in the skip. So I put them in the skip. And ever since then, the house felt a lot lighter.
I bet.
So, yeah. Glad I didn't read them because they're quite... Just reading, like, the reviews on them and stuff, they're quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Why is that? Weird. I measured all these ads to be exactly the same width, and they've all come out different widths. It doesn't make sense. Gonna have to do it again. Stupid boy. But at least the primer's had like 48 hours to set properly, so
Yeah.
much of an issue. If anything, it just makes the primer look a bit smoother and cleaner.
Yeah. Well, I always clean up my primer. What I do is I get a bit of tissue paper. Well,
Yeah.
not tissue, but tissue paper or toilet paper, and just very gently rub it over. And it takes all that. You know, sometimes when you do it, you get the little stipple feel to it.
Yeah.
What that is, that's the paint drying before it hits the model.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just wipe over it with a bit of kitchen towel.
Yeah.
Very gently wipe over it, and that takes all those little micro beads that didn't actually dry before it hit the model off.
Yeah. Good tip.
Right, where are we? Tiff is saying morning, Kieran. Kieran saying morning, Tiff. DJ saying hi, Kieran. Kieran saying hi back. Jim saying hi, Kieran. Kieran saying hi, Jim. Sonic saying remote control camera, right? Fancy. Duke says, do you guys have the rigging diagrams for the Albatros? Yes, I do, mate. I have a book.
I have a best guesstimate.
Windsock data files.
Ah.
So it's got all the rigging in the center section.
Excellent.
So if you want a photo of this, I can send it through to you.
That would be handy.
I can do that. And Mr. Skelly says Slow Horses, excellent books, great series. Yes. DJ Sonic says I like the tail fins on those planes. Reminds me of darts. They do very much.
Yeah.
Jim says act. Duke, good morning, mate. And oh, here we go. Albatros, get your fish, Albatros. Let's go hunting my. Oh, good lord! No, I don't want that. I want that one. Stop changing my bloody camera. Not my camera, my light. I have to move all my sweeties.
Are they all the ones that the wife doesn't know about?
Lovely licorice toffee.
Ooh.
Jelly buttons. Out of licorice, all sorts.
Nice.
And I knew there was a reason I bought these.
I wondered what the hell that was.
What?
I wonder what you were doing.
I'm just replacing the sanding pad
Ah, right.
on my rotary sander. Best thing I ever bought when it comes to sanding.
Oh, bugger. Oh.
All right, now I can give those another coat of white. Let's get my makeup brush out. Ba-bum. Get yourself get yourself a set of makeup brushes. They're just as good as anti-static stuff.
You mean like this one? Mine's a unicorn horn.
This one I use for cleaning down stuff.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't even buy it. Kay just gave it me.
And this one, that's my dry brush. No, sorry, that's my cleaning one. That's my dry brush one. You can see the colour. So what I do is I dip this in a bit of water and then really, really try and dry it off as much as possible. But leaving it damp. And then when you dip it in paint, give it a good scrub. So you're only just bringing stuff off. And when you dry brush it, it releases the paint a lot better and you don't get those little streaks.
Yeah.
Yep, bugger, I've just found another bit I've got to sort out. I'll do this one, then I'll go through the chat. Right, let's have a look. Where are we? Right, DJ says, starting to think we're watching a game of golf here.
Game of golf?
Yeah. Good day, Jim. Says, Duke, how's your coffee this morning? Jim says, love that first cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
DJ says, there's always a reason for a chocolate chew, Steff. Oh, hell yes. Duke says, thanks, Steff. You're welcome. Jim says, Duke, good and invigorating. Quite a chilly morning here, so it warms me bones. Nice. DJ says, got the song from that advert stuck in my head now. Jim says, currently a chilly 10 degrees in Chicagoland area this morning. Ooh, nippy, mate. Steve T, if I ordered some makeup brushes, the wife would think I've gone funny. Well, no, what you do is get your wife to buy the makeup brushes. Tiff says, 10 degrees is warm here, Jim.
That's practically summer.
Yeah. If we get a day of 10 degrees at the moment, it's definitely summer. And then that'll be it, gone. DJ says, Steve T, even funnier if you stole hers. Yeah, I tried that, but I got told off. Jim says, where in the UK are you, Tiff? DJ says, golf, Albatros references. Tiff says, I'm in the northeast, Jim, not Newcastle. I'm not a Geordie.
I am not a Geordie.
Steve T says, at DJ, Scotland, she doesn't have any. She doesn't use makeup, which I'm happy about. She's perfect as she is. Oh,
you mushy sod.
Yep. Thing is, though, what makes me giggle is it's sometimes like the Come on, Steff, think. What are you trying to say? Oh, the musical. I love you. You're perfect. Now change.
Isn't that what women say to us men?
We'll not go there.
I just realised the ribs on this are different spacings apart, which is real handy when you're trying to cut strips.
Right, let's get set up for a bit of airbrushing.
This isn't going to look right, I don't think.
Right, give me a sec. I'll talk you through it. DJ Sonic says, Steve T, you're clearly after something with a comment like that. More than likely her brushes. And Steve's giving her away. Chalky says, Steve T, is she stood behind you? Oh, probably. At Chalky says, Steve T, nope, she's upstairs watching crap TV. Right, I'm looking at mine.
Yes.
Yeah. You've done that. What I would do is take those off.
Yeah.
Because what you got to remember is it dissipates. What color are you spraying it?
Well, I'm going to do white highlights on the ribs.
No. What color are you spraying it? What color is it going to be?
I can't remember. I'd have to look at my diagram for that.
Well, look at your diagram and show me it, and I will help you on that.
Let's see. I'm doing it J and F.
Right, show us a picture. Or is it black and white? Yeah.
Wings are going to be L and M. Okay.
The wings are going to be what?
So the wings are going to be matte dark green and matte US tan.
Right. Okay, so you get away with only doing a few colours. Right then, go freehand.
Yeah.
All the lower parts do a light colour, probably a tan.
Yeah.
And then the top, where it peaks up, do those dark brown. They don't have to be perfect. Yeah, you don't need. I've learned you don't need to tape them. Yeah, because they don't look right if they're straight. Yeah, because what happens is the canvas is a little bit see-through.
Yeah.
So you will see the dark where they're stretched over the spars.
Yeah.
You will see a little bit of brown.
Yeah.
So here you go. This is a perfect ample. This is a cordon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the dark parts are where the ribs are.
Yeah.
And all the light parts are where the canvas is not touching anything.
Yeah.
So you will get a lighter color there, even though it sort of dips in. You will always get a lighter color there than you do against the spars. So the spars should always be a darker color.
So basically, I had it the reverse.
Yeah, you had it the wrong way around.
Ah.
The thing is, though, I used to spend hours masking up things like that, really thin strips across the top there, and then spray light color. And then I realized I don't need to. I don't need to mask it. It doesn't need to be square because as it moves away from the spar, it gets lighter.
Yeah.
So if you've got a dark stripe along the spar, perfect. but you also need a little dissipated because it gets lighter as it goes towards the middle.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just cut off.
Oh, post.
I saw that when I was wandering around Shuttleworth.
2 seconds.
No, I want to reply now. Reply to me, Mikey.
The postie just realised she had more parcels for me. So she's come back, bless her.
Nice.
Ooh.
What did she bring you? Anything nice?
A parcel off Mr. Marley.
Oh, bloody hell. What's he sent you?
He was out in his local bricks and mortar shop and he found some 3D resin print slouch hats and a 3D print 3D print Australian tank crewman.
All right, nice.
From Vietnam era. So
oh, cool.
I sent him the money and he sent them to me.
Oh, excellent. Very nice.
I've got some slouch hats and stuff to put on. And he sent me some Vietnam era Australian posters.
Oh, excellent.
What a nice guy.
He is. He's awesome.
And I've also got a parcel of Wayland Games.
Right, here we go. I'm doing my Peter Oxley impression.
Yeah, what is it with people wearing black gloves on bloody videos?
Well, it could be blue, they could be white, doesn't matter. I just prefer wearing black ones.
Ow. I thought I'd sliced my bloody thing then. Hey, white primer.
Nice.
Shipping solution. Yay.
No! Oh, see you. No, that's not it. Oh, it's down this. I've got a jeweler's apron to stop things like that happening. So much for that working.
It only works if you put it on.
I've got it on. It just hit the side and bounced. I'm going to have a look for that because I know roughly where it went. I'll do the comments first. Steve's laughing at DJ's comments. Chalky says, at Steve T, is she stood behind? He said that. No, she's watching crap TV. Chalky's laughing at Steve. Jim says, what you're talking of, Steff, adds depth and dimension to an airplane model. Yes, it does. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Steve T says, I'm working on a small French light tech FCM 36. And I have a question. I'm on the tracks and they are the rubber ones. Do I paint them before I put them on the tank or after? Ooh. Yep, there you go.
If you try and paint them after, you'll end up painting the tank.
Yep. You're asking the wrong person because I don't do AFV. Well, I do. I have made it, but it's just like, nah.
The question is now. Now then. Now then, now. What do I do with the rest of the show? Because my plan was to mark it up.
Yeah.
Oh, there again, I can still mark it up, can't I? Just for the paint scheme. There again. Do I want to, or do I just want to freehand it?
Look what I've just found on the floor.
Oh.
It's a Y-wing.
Yeah.
From a game.
Would that be a Star Wars game?
Yep.
Do you know what? I'm going to paint the radiator on top.
Cool.
Because Because I can always mask that off afterwards.
Yeah.
Could go well, could not. Who knows? Oh. Paintbrush, where have we gone? There you are. Aluminium. I tell you what, my detail painting game was on point the other day. Look at that.
Right, I've
When it
got it under the
focuses.
desk at the moment, mate.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Just finding bits.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, there he goes. It's like one of those whack-a-mole games.
Can't do a build without losing a bloody piece.
Let's play a bit of virtual whack-a-mole. In the chat, you got to press 1 when you see Steff's head pop up. First one to get it wins.
Result, found it.
Excellent.
Now I've got to
Don't
get up.
mind us. We're just playing
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
Don't mind us, we're just playing virtual whack-a-mole.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Who won?
Tiff. As I was saying, my detail painting was right on point the other day.
Cool.
Focus.
What was it pointing at?
That.
Ah.
It's the radiator for the Centurion.
Ah, got ya.
Oops. Not having quite so much good luck today. With painting, apparently.
Right. Got that ready. So let's have a look at the comments and get that done. Where are we? Yep. There we go. Tiff 1. DJ Sonic 1. Duke 1. Duke. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. He says Tiff cheated. Jim says Duke must admit coffee is not the same since my first Tim Tam Slam experience. They go together like Monty and Python. And Tiff's like, how did I cheat? DJ says, I agree with Steve. And he's laughing. Steve T's laughing. Jim says, I missed out on the game. Too busy sipping my coffee. Yeah, I totally agree, Jim. Tiff says, that's bull, Sonic, because you know I accidentally sent it to you in Messenger before I typed it here. Oh, and he's getting the bird. And you still beat me to it, says DJ.
That's because she distracted you, Sonic. It was deliberate. Oh, bollocks.
Right then, I will get some spraying done.
Yeah, if I was to do that, I'd have to set up my spray booth. Desk. And literally all you'd see is like a box here.
Yeah, my mask is over there somewhere, so I'll just be wearing a...
What you're supposed to do, Steff, is switch off the normal camera and go, always wear PPE. That is exactly what I'm doing now, honest.
Yep. Oh, what, you mean like this?
Yeah. Look, I'm wearing PPE, and then you switch that camera off and take it off.
Yeah.
Masks are a complete waste of time.
No, they're not. Always wear a mask when you're spraying. Always.
When you've got a beard like mine, you might as well just keep your mouth and that's it.
Well, just wrap your beard around your face.
Yeah.
Wrap your plums around my gums.
Oh, dear. Lisa.
Wouldn't surprise me if she's watching from work because it's half term at work.
Is it?
So it gets a bit quiet for her.
I'm sure she'll comment if she is.
Is that? Oh,
Definitely have to tidy this up. Looks like a small child's done it. Do, 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 do. How do you put the background on your StreamYard stuff? Have you got the paid account, have you?
Yes.
Ah, that explains it.
Why did it not give you a background on a free one?
No.
Ah.
Well, it does, but it's just a cheap, crappy generic one.
Yeah.
Oops.
God, will you piss off, Jake?
You got any shows coming up, Steph?
Not for a while, no. I've got some time off.
Oh, good.
It's got very cloudy in here.
Still sunny here. It's not too bad.
No, as in the amount of crap and shit in the air.
Oh, right. Yeah, always best to open a window and have an extractor.
Yeah. Well, I've got big holes under the door, so it eventually disappears.
You just gotta hope it does it before you do, before you
Yeah.
asphyxiate.
Oh no, I just get stoned. Yeah, I've done it before, and it's like, no, not a good idea, because I spent the rest of the afternoon in bed with a banging headache.
Lisa opens the door and you're just sprawled out on your chair, baked.
Yeah.
Just a big cloud billowing out as she opens the door.
That's not far off the truth, mate. Right. Let's do some comments. Where are we? Mr. Skelly says there's far too much morale on this stream. Someone needs to crush it before it spreads. Not a hope. Leave it. DJ says, distracted me. That's not difficult for her to do, to be honest, Mikey. Who were Mrs. Tiff says, oh, behave. DJ says, I'm only referring to your good looks. And he also goes, at Tiffany, not Mikey. And he's doing his own comment. Jim
Not
says,
wrong with my looks, mate.
Not right with them either.
Well, that's true.
Jim says, better late than never for me. Over the last 5 years, I've used respirator gloves and ventilated spray booth for painting. Yep. Steve T says, I have to be honest, I'm very naughty when I spray. I have asthma, but I don't use a mask. I did originally buy one, but it was so bulky and uncomfortable. I have one of those full head ones. You know, the ones that go...
Oh, the air feds.
Your chin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those, as well as just a normal face mask. Well, it depends what I'm spraying as well.
I used to have one of them for work. I used to have one of them ones for when I was doing like this epoxy stuff. Because my job when I was 17, 18 was working, 18 once I left high school, was working in British Steel making the accommodation blocks for the army.
All right.
And my job was to do all the plastering around the corners and joints and things because they're all prefab.
All right.
And sometimes if they had a hole that was too big, then you had to just fill it with epoxy and then plaster over it.
Yeah.
So we used to have to wear one of those masks for doing that. And they said, do you have a problem with wearing masks? I went, I'm in the Army Reserves. I wear respirators every weekend. What are you on about?
Oh, there you go. You shall fit in fine here, young man.
Yeah. And then in one of my jobs, I worked in heavy engineering and I was doing paint spraying because they were building, they made, you know, like the gantries and all the pipe work and stuff in factories and things.
Yeah.
So my dad and the other welders had to make them and I had to paint them. So I had to wear an air-fed mask then.
Oh, mate, that is high-risk shit.
Yeah, that was claustrophobic. Especially when you're doing it in a shipping container.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to go for a cigarette for half an hour after you'd finished spraying. Make sure you got all the paint, any possible paint residue out of your lungs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the gas could cause your lungs to explode.
Marvellous.
Yeah. And apparently it did happen to a few people. Not in the company I work for, but they'd been spraying, they hadn't been wearing the mask properly. And the gas had gone in, they'd lit a cigarette and it caused their lungs to explode.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's dangerous work.
No shit.
I'm surprised they chose me to be the spray dog, given that I'm colourblind. Yeah, but if, when you think you're spraying all the steel for these gantries, so you might be spraying something that's 20 foot long, but you might be spraying like 8 or 9 pieces of it, and you have to spray it all with lacquer, like a white spirit stuff, not lacquer, to clean all the metal down, scrub it all down.
Yeah.
Then you wipe it all off, and then you have to prime it all, then you have to spray it all, and then you have to lacquer it all. And you have to do all that within like an hour on like at least 3 or 4 beams.
Yeah.
And you're doing it in a small shipping container. And you can't have the doors open too much because you got the welders in the next building with their doors open.
Oh, good lord. Boom.
Yeah. And we had the oxyacetylene stores right next to the door of the spray room. I had to go out every like 10, 15 minutes because you couldn't see in there because it was just so cloudy.
Yeah, I bet.
Then one day the boss said, "Oh, needs to do some spraying, but you're going to have to work fast on it because there's a lot of it." And I went, all right. And I thought you meant like 10, 15 beams or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, he meant like an entire factory's worth of gantries beams. So there's like 100 different beams all laid out in the yard because they were that big. I had to work on them outside, which meant I had to do it before it rained. And so I had to spray clean them all, which knackered me back up because I'm leaning over constantly.
Yeah.
So you clean them all and everything. You got delivery trucks coming in, so I had to unload them at the same time. Because I was also the forklift driver. And then you had to spray them and lacquer them and everything. And because I didn't have them all done within 2 days, bearing in mind, like I said, I was...
You was what? You've just froze, Mikey. Okay, while we're waiting for Mikey to come back, I'll go through some comments. Jim says, it's getting for me that I need the respirator when applying Mr. Surf's 500 and extended periods of time applying Tamiya liquid cement. Yes, it is. Exploding lungs. Oh my fucking God, DJ. Jim Alscott, damn Mikey, that is definitely dangerous work. Oh, he is back because I can see him moving.
Yeah.
Jim said, I would hope you would receive extra pay for such hazardous and dangerous work.
No, I was the lowest paid person in the company.
I'd have told him to shove it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well,
DJ says, let me just go through the comments and then you can go back to that. DJ says that I know smoking can kill, but that's a whole new level. Jim says, that DJ, aye to that. And Chalky says, I've worked in some hazardous environments, but usually after curry night. Oh, God, yes. Sorry, Mikey, crack on.
Yeah. So we had like this 100 bars of steel and that, all different lengths to clean and polish. At the same time, I was also the forklift driver. So whenever the welders needed plate steel down out of storage, I had to go and get it and take it into the workshop for them and stuff. And anything they built, I had to move in and out of the workshop. I also had to unload all the delivery wagons that were coming in with steel and things, all whilst doing this in the middle of a yard that's covered in mud. And people are traipsing around and stepping over and dropping mud onto them and things. And because I hadn't done it in 2 days, and I was late on the third morning, like half an hour late, because I was absolutely knackered, the boss sacked me for not working hard enough.
Oh, don't get me on people like that.
Yeah.
I'd have turned around and says, right, you do it then.
Yeah. Well, I went into the workshop and told my dad, and he said, all right, so screw him, I'll deal with it. And then a week later, my dad handed his notice in. And so the boss said, oh, I hope it's got nothing to do with what happened with Mike, Paul. Anyway, honestly, he said, I've already got another job. He said, and yes, it's because you were a twat with my son. He said he worked bloody hard and you didn't deserve that.
Nice one on your dad.
Yeah. Because of what he'd done, he went out and found himself another job that was better pay anyway.
Well done him.
Mm.
Let's have a look at the comments. DJ Sonic is laughing at Chalky, and Jim says, "Good for your dad, Mikey."
Yeah, he's a good man, my dad. He's worked hard all his life. When he worked for the same company, there's one job where one of the other fellas had to go into this big steel cylinder, like vessel thing, and weld it up, the insides up. But it had been holding chemicals, and they'd flushed it all out and everything, and they gave him respirators. And about halfway through the morning, my dad turned to his mate, and he's like, "Should we go for our break?" And he went, "Yeah, all right." So we went for the tea break, and they were sat in the tea room. And he turns to his mate and went, "Is it me or is it really cloudy in here? Somebody smoking?" And he went, "Yeah, it looks like it." And then they were looking around, there's like no one smoking. And they went, "Oh no." And they went to the boss and he went, "We're going blind." And they went, "What?" And he went, "We can't see. All we see is clouds in front of us." And it turned out the boss had given them the wrong canisters for the respirators.
Oh no!
So it hadn't filtered out the chemicals, and it made him temporarily blind for 2 or 3 days.
Jesus Christ!
So I ended up having to go and pick my dad up from work.
I hope he claimed off the buggers.
Nah, my dad's not like that, to be honest.
Where there's a blame, there's a claim.
Yeah, that's what I said to him. He said, "Oh, it's not worth it." He said, "I can still work and it's cleared up." He said, "If it hadn't cleared up, then I probably would have." But
yeah.
Yeah. He was lucky. Because there's one fella who ignored, who's doing a job down the road from me, a factory down the road from where I live. And he ignored the PPE rules and decided to take his boiler suit off and tie it around his waist. So he was just in his t-shirt. And he was fixing a pipe, and what he thought was water dripped onto his arm, so he just wiped it off. And the next day, his lung collapsed. It turned out it was a chemical out the pipe.
Ow!
Chemical had seeped into his skin and collapsed his lung. But he couldn't say anything because he was ignoring the PPE rules.
Oh dear, what a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. That company's now closed down.
Sounds like the best, mate.
Yeah. And do you know what the chemicals were for?
Go on then.
They were the chemicals that went into chewing gum.
Really?
Yep. When they're separate, they're incredibly dangerous and incredibly explosive. To the point where if the factory had gone up, it would have wiped out half our town.
Jesus Christ.
But when they're together, they're inert.
I suppose that's a bit of a bonus.
Yeah. It just shows you don't know what's in a lot of the stuff we get, food-wise. I mean, chewing gum's never been healthy anyway, like, but yeah, I've never had it since then. Since I found that out.
I will get to your comments in a sec, guys. I've just got to finish off this priming.
Priming. Yeah, my dad had a lot of bad jobs like that, to be fair. Because he's a welder.
Yeah.
Like he worked on a site up in Scotland. I remember him telling me, and they said to him, if you smell almonds, it's already too late.
Yep. Cyanide.
Yeah. Because they said, "Oh, where's the chemical showers?" And they said, "Don't worry about it. You won't need them if you can smell it. It's too late." My dad and my granddad have both got something quite funny in common, though. They both had quite serious falls that should have killed them when they were in work.
Right.
My granddad was a fitter in the mines, and he once fell down a mine shaft and landed ass first on a generator and left and walked away. When he turned around, there's just like some massive ass prints in the top of the generator. But yeah, if he landed the wrong way or had been any further, it probably would have killed him.
Yeah.
And my dad was working and doing welding on top of a factory roof and fell off the high beams. And luckily landed on the beam below on his chest. So he was like, but instead of being lengthways on the beam, he was sideways on. So he'd only just caught it on his chest. And he was able to swing his legs back up.
Bloody hell, that was lucky.
Yeah. Well, there was another job when I was away in Germany. I rang my dad up to see how he was and everything. He said, "Oh, I had a bit of fun in work today." So what's that? He said, "Well, I was on the cherry picker up in the roof, inspecting some joists and things. And as we were going up, the cherry picker started tilting. We got to a certain point, then put the outriggers down, and then we carried on going, and the cherry picker started tilting over. When we looked down, one side of the outriggers was going up, was coming down, and the outside was one side wasn't moving at all.
Oh no!
So it's tipping us over, and the emergency cutoff wouldn't work.
Oh bloody hell!
So it was tipping us over, and we couldn't stop the cherry picker going any higher. He says we were hanging on one side, shouting on the radio for one of the other lads to come. The other lad wasn't trained on the cherry pickers, so he didn't know what to do. So they ended up having to hang there until they could get an engineer to come down.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah.
Bit of a nightmare then.
Yeah. Luckily, my dad's not afraid of heights and things.
Oh, I'd have been bricking it.
Oh, I would as well, to be fair. Yeah. He's a very brave man, my dad.
Brave or bloody stupid? I can never tell.
He was bloody strong as well when he was younger.
That's the one thing that really scares me about getting old. Losing my strength.
Yeah. Mine's losing my mind.
Oh, I don't have a mind to begin with, so that doesn't bother me. I just get told by Lisa what I like. Right then. Finish off cleaning my airbrush. Then I'm going to open the doors and step outside for a couple of minutes, and I'll come back and do the comments. Just need to get this place cleared. No, sorry, let's get the comments done first.
See, dedication.
Yeah. DJ says that's the cuppa done. Time for a refill. Sounds like a plan. Steve T, good to see you. Some dads are nice. Oh, tell me about it, mate. I know exactly what you mean. Some are absolute arseholes. DJ says he's trying to kill you, Mikey. That's bloody outrageous.
Yeah.
Chalky says, and to think these days they want to sue if you get their pronouns wrong. I know, that's pathetic. We're not going there. DJ says, Chalky, the world's gone mad. Oh, has it ever? Right, I'm going to have to step outside and I'm going to have a cigarette and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Sounds like a good idea.
Look, see, I've still got my mask on. Right, back in the main flow.
Okay.
You have control.
Okay.
Because you do have control.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Can you click on the right hand side and see brand? Can you go in brand?
No.
Okay. I'll have a look in a bit.
I have no power.
Good day, dressed again.
Yeah. Oh, bollocks. What is going on with me today? It's better. Stupid boy. There you go. So, what are you all working on today? Or if you're working on anything at all? Does anyone have any questions? Oh, am I still here? Let's inundate Steff with questions for when he gets back. Working on your second round of coffee. Can't say I blame you. Ooh. Right. Let's play a little game. Let's wind Steff up. Everyone come up with at least 2 or 3 questions, just to inundate him with questions. See what he reacts like.
Don't be an arsehole, Mikey.
I'm not.
Still hear you.
I'm not being an asshole. I'm getting the chat going. Okay, so we have 1 question. Come on. Let's have some more questions for Steff. Let's get this chat moving.
It still stinks in here.
We'll stop farting then.
Yes, no, burping. Right then, where are we? I wonder how many questions I've got.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4.
Right, Jim says, working on my second round of coffee. Model work will come later. Cool. What are you working on, Jim? Tiffany, nothing till later when I get back. I got my delivery of models on Tuesday. I haven't built yet. Oh, what did you get, Tiff? Jim says, are you a lefty or a righty? Excuse me. Steve T, I'm currently working on my French light tank and at the same time trying to recover the 512 gigabyte SD card that Blaine Etcher seemed to have killed. Oh, nice.
Ew.
Jim says, what brand airbrush do you use? I've got 2. I've got just a cheapy one for big areas. And then I've got my really, really nice one, which is my Harder and Steinbeck Evolution. What's your favourite comedy team? Ooh,
Me, Gary and John.
Say again.
Me, Gary and John.
I've got all sorts. Chalky says, who was the man on the grassy knoll? Yeah, the one that stood there and shouted, duck. Steve T, question. What kit build are you the most proud of? Morecambe and Wise or the 2 Ronnies? And why won't Revel put kits in decent boxes that don't crush? Very good questions, well presented. I don't have a clue. DJ says, it was me, but don't tell anyone at Chalky. None, says Mark. Hello, Mark. Welcome. DJ Sonic says, Revel, makeup brushes? Kieran says, have you used VMS clear coats? Any tips? Never used them. Oh, yeah, I get it. Yes, Revel. It's makeup. As Tiff says, Revel is a model kit company, Sonic. Going back to Kieran. No, I've never used any of the VMS stuff. And then Jim says, I am left-handed. Ah, you're cack-handed. Stevie T, I'm a lefty too, Jim. Jim Alcott says, mine are the Three Stooges and the Marx Brothers. Nice. Jim says, hello, fellow Southpaw to Steve T. Right. So est ist.
It's about right.
Everything has gone down really, really nicely. Apart from this one aileron. So you've got, I'll tell you what, let me just move all the white stuff so you can see the white thing that I'm about to show you on a white background.
Yes, that'll be useful.
Yes. So went down really nicely there. Let me just flick to main cap so we can. So that's gone down. Come on, focus. Thank you. That went down really nicely. And then this side.
Yeah.
It's gone all spotty.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what that's all about. So
Yeah, I found the plastic quite hydrophobic.
no, it's been fine so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Unless
that,
there's a bit of grease on there or something you hadn't noticed.
yeah, could have been. Because it's all gone bobbly and awful. That's going to need knocking all the way back. A quick way of doing it.
Get little red out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's looking all right. Morel do make some of their own little tools and stuff, or they used to anyway.
Who do? Revel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of their models.
No.
It's like the 1/32 tornado they do. God, it's awful.
Yeah, fortunately, I haven't really had to do much in the way of Revel. I think I've only had one Revel kit.
Yeah. The 1/32, all on the underside.
Yeah.
It's lost all its detail.
Ah. That's not good.
No, it's not good at all. So yeah, it's a bit of so much scribing to do. I just looked at it and thought, no, I'm not building it. So it's actually sat in my stash, doing nothing. I have got a plan for it.
Yeah.
Because I started doing a tornado called Fox Kilo that had a prang at Tabuk airfield just prior to the Gulf War. It was having problems coming in, so they said we need the rag putting up. You know what a rag is?
Yeah.
It's a big catch fence at the end of a runway.
And
they put the rag up, but the problem is they put the rag up at the wrong end of the airfield. So as they came into land, they're about 15, 20 foot off the deck, and it hit the front wheel.
Oof.
Coming in. So they're both banged out. Both the pilot and the ballast were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ejection injuries. Nothing too serious for them, luckily. And yeah, it broke just behind the cockpit. So I've always wanted to do that. I did try it, and doesn't matter what I did, nothing would hang on the bloody thing.
Yeah.
So none of the underwing tanks would actually stay glued to the model.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to give it another go.
Oh, it's going to be fun painting this.
There we go. That's crumbs. I've left myself in full screen. Sorry.
It's fine. Like I said, I'm not that interesting, so.
Yeah. DJ says Laurel and Hardy. Jim says it's Sonic. Very good choice.
Yeah.
Another fine mess, says DJ. Jim says Abbott and Costello, who's on first. Oh, that is a brilliant sketch. Absolutely brilliant. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Who's on first? Just do a search for Who's on First on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely bloody awesome. The Goons, Ying Tong Song. Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, here lie Paul, here lie Paul. Jim says, do guys think that some modelling products are too specific and not really needed?
Yeah.
As in what? What? I'm not sure what you mean there. DJ said they love their fart noises, and to be honest, so do I. Oh God, yes. Kieran says I think Revel's 1/72 Tornado is pretty good though. I've got an Edward boxing of it. Yeah, the 1/72 scale's all right. I've just built one with Mr. Marley.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, so it's not.
That was the series before this one.
Yes, it was. And Tiffany says, "Be right back. Need to pee. Do we need to warm the waterboard?" Right. How are we doing for time? Oh, hour and 40.
Oop. Yeah. There you go. It's most of the primer took.
Cool. Looking good.
And the radiator painted.
Nice. Jim says paints, tools, etc. As in what sense, Jim?
The one that I do think's unnecessary is, do you remember seeing that one where it's like a little tray with a water bottle on, and then you wash your brush in it, and then you press it down, and it drops the water into another little bottle or something, and puts more water in automatically.
No, I haven't seen one of those.
Malcolm posted it ages ago. It's so that you're always using clean water to clean your brush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was my thoughts on it.
That's what licking it's for.
Yeah. Not that we condone such practices. Interesting. Ah, that's interesting. My struts aren't wood.
aren't they?
No, they're painting the same slate grey as the cowling and the nose spinner.
Jim says dry brush paint. Dry brush. Really, some cheap brushes and some paint is all I need. Nope, I agree with you on that. Yeah. It's like Artis Opus. He does. He sells his own dry brushes. 85 quid for a set of 5.
Jesus wept.
A set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. 5 makeup brushes. Cost me a quid from Boots. Do just as well.
Yeah. Right, let's take a photo of this. Color chart.
Dry brush paint, nah. Just don't need it.
It's now. I don't have to keep flicking backwards and forwards. So we've got matte slate grey. Or off moth. Slate grey. That's J. Matte natural wood. Stop spinning. Bloody told you to. Good thing. F is matte scarlet. I knew there was a reason why I bought scarlet paint.
Why you bought what?
Scarlet paint. That's slate grey. JFA. E. Aluminium. Camouflage grey. And then we've got L, which is matte US dark green. M, matte US tan. It's not going to be specifically US colours, but O is pale blue. Ah, so the underneath the wing is going to be pale blue, is it?
Yep.
Cool. So the way they've coloured this is weird because matte dark green, which is this one here, that in real life is going to be darker than matte tan.
Right.
But on the diagram, they've done matte tan darker than the matte green. weird.
Yep.
So is the hole underneath the aircraft pale blue? Or is it just the wings? Just the wings by the look of it.
I'm not sure. On mine, it is.
Yeah, it's just underneath the wings, I think, by the look of it.
Doesn't say on mine.
You
Yeah,
haven't
it
got
looks like
no.
it's just underneath the wing.
Yeah. You've got so much perfectly straight lines to paint.
Well, that's not a problem. Done those before.
It's going to look interesting.
Thing is, though, it's working out that angle there.
Yeah.
So once I work that angle out, everything just follows through.
Yeah.
And it'll just wrap around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's going to look good when it's finished, I think. I think they
Bloody
both
hope.
are, to be honest.
Bloody hope so.
Yeah, we put enough effort into them, haven't we?
Yep. These will turn out nice.
Yeah. What I might do. What I might do is put a little strip of masking, you know, over the where the panels join, just to create that little dark spot down the seam.
Yeah. I've got a couple of comments. Jim says that's why you are the budget modeler, Steff. Oh, yes. I like your approach, Steff. Make it yourself if possible. Yeah. I don't mind spending the money on the models and the tools. So things like snips, knives, tweezers, files, things like that. When I say files, I'm talking about jeweler's files. These small ones like this,
Yeah.
small set of those. Don't mind spending money on those. But things like washes, why spend the money on it when you can make your own? Thinners, make your own. Glue, make your own. It's damn sight bloody cheaper. And I know a few people who've used my glue and they absolutely love it. They said, I've just bought myself a litre of each and I'm making my own glue now because yours is so much better.
Yeah.
And it's the utmost compliment when people say that to you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, what you do then, because glue is so expensive, you tend to be very cheap with it. Sort of not cheap with it. You're very sparing. That's the word I'm looking for.
Very tight with it.
Yes. And because of that, and with making my own, I'm no longer tight with it.
Yeah.
And also what I found, let me just make sure this is, you can colour it.
Yeah.
So that is coloured with Winsor & Newton Deep Red.
Yeah. So you can see where you put it.
Exactly. I think the next colour I'm going to try is black.
Yeah.
Because black sticks out better than the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just little things like that. I also don't mind spending money on super glue.
Yeah.
It's like this stuff. Oh, Bob Smith Industry tire glue. It's got rubber in it. So it gives you that extra little bit of flexibility. What I do is I mix it in with a bit of normal super glue. So you know the stuff that grabs very quickly. So
yeah,
I mix it with that. And then that gives me, because that stuff takes between 20 and 45 seconds to grab, which is a little bit too long for my liking when I'm doing the rigging.
Yeah.
So I just mix in about 50-50 ratio, and that is the ideal amount. That gives me that time to play with it and move it around, do what I need to do with it, and then it's grabbed. So yeah, things like that I don't mind paying the money for. But yeah, when it comes to things like weathering powders, go out, spend a £5, same as you would on a little pot of weathering powders. Get yourself a big pack of chalk pastels, which has got probably every single colour you will need, and there's your weathering powder.
Yeah.
And the advantage doing that is that with those, you can then mix up any colour you want, because those chalk pastels mix. They're great. They mix together, and it's I do. If anybody says to me, "Oh, I've got some weathering powders, do you want them?" No, I'm fine. Don't use them. They're just chalk pastels. That's all they are, and they charge you stupid amounts for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm on my high horse again about that.
This is fine.
Jim Altegott says, and how many different weathering fluids do you need? Mix different shades of brown oil paint with thinner, and you can make your own. Oh, hell yes. Duke Wellington, do you have your glue ingredients and how to make on your YouTube channel, Steff? Yes, I do, mate. Under tutorials, it's 50% acetone and 50% butyl acetate. And it even glues together Rubicon models.
I've got a few of them to make now, 3 or 4.
Yeah. Jim says the rubber flexi types of CA work best for me. Yes, I do like. I've only just discovered them, and I really, really like them. They're really good, especially for rigging.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to actually spraying this now. Oh, didn't show you, did I? That bit where I made after scratch build a part for there.
Nice.
That's the one that came in the packet. That's the one that I made scratch built.
Nice.
So that one actually blends in better.
Oh, excellent. Nice job, Mikey.
Thank you.
Right, I'll send you the plans in 2 pictures.
Cool. Oh, bollocks. Come on, masking tape. Grab hold.
There you go, winging its way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Please come again. That's gonna stuck to it.
Duke says, guess what I'm watching straight after this? That'll be Make Your Own Glue one.
Pornhub.
Ex-hamster. Yeah. Duke, with making my own glue and making my own thinner, I've saved enough money to buy 2 1/32 scale border modelled Lancasters. If I wanted to. Not that I'm going to, because I don't see that. I've got nowhere to put it once I built it.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I probably haven't got enough space to get any more models, really. But I probably will.
Oh, no, you more than likely will.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've already spotted in the bricks and mortar shop that I like to go to, they've got some, I think 3 or 4 Roden World War I aircraft kits.
well, I've got the SE5A and I've got the Sopwith triplane.
Nice.
Duke says, good job, Mikey. Your scratch building life starts now.
Thank you.
DJ Sonic says, that's a hell of a piece he's gone for. And then Tiff comes back with, I'm back. Sorry, made a cuppa and some toast. Jim's got a question for both. Who or whom was your inspiration that got you into scale modelling? Mine was my mum back in the 70s.
Originally, mine was my dad. When mum and dad got divorced, he went living with my nan and granddad. So, for an activity for me and him to do one weekend, he bought a model B-17G for us to build in the kitchen. So we built that together. And it was my favourite thing until I took it to school and one of my friends smashed it. So now I'm in the middle of making a new one.
Cool.
But as an adult, I think I did it, before I got married, I did it when I was working full time and I couldn't sleep on a night. I'd sit up all night and make a Spitfire or something, like a 172 Spitfire. After I got married, I didn't really do it until the last 2 years. That was because of Models for Heroes. It's better.
Cool. So DJ Sonic, that's a hell of a P. Oh, done those two, sorry. DJ says, we're starting to think you fell down the bog. Duke says you would have to buy another shed, Steff, to house 2 Lancasters. Oh, don't. But it saves you no end of money. Jim says, for me, it was Shepherd Payne and Francois Verlinden. Oh, I remember the Verlinden stuff. Oh, I used to dream of that stuff. And the annual Tamiya catalogue. Oh, yes. Loved that thing. Copious amounts of masking tape, Mikey.
Yeah.
Right then, we've done the 2 hours. I need to get off because I'm hungry.
Food.
Oh, yes. Right, Mikey, where are you up to?
I'm just trimming off this bit here. Go. There you go. So, now I've got stuff to my thumb. I've been masking off the panels. Oh, done that side and underneath. So that I can put some highlights in the middle of the panels, because this is all going to be natural wood on mine.
Right.
So I need to create some detail in it, because it's just big flat panels. And I've also painted the radiator on the top and the underneath the wing. Come on, you stupid thing. There you go. Up and underneath. And I've touched up some of the parts where the primer had come off, where I've knocked it. Yeah.
Cool. Looking
That's
good,
me.
mate. Nice.
Oh, and
looking
I've sanded that down because that's where the tail skid's going to stick on.
Yeah.
But that's getting painted last.
One of the last things to go on, because otherwise I break mine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at breaking things.
Or you end up spending half the day trying to paint the skid, then paint the tail, then repaint the skid, then repaint the tail.
Yes. And the thing is, though, with you doing it last, it also gives you the opportunity to get into the crevices and everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for that, Mikey.
It's all right.
Me, I'm all in white primer. So once I've got this done, I need there's some more bloody gaps I need to fill.
The ghost of the Mons.
Yeah, they keep appearing. So during the next week, I'm going to be just working on clearing all the seams, getting everything nice and flat. And then what I'm going to do with the panel lines, I'll be just painting them or spraying them with Misty Surfacer. Oh no, that's black.
Yeah, don't do that.
Misty Surfacer mahogany.
Yeah.
1000, so highly thinned. And just put a stripe on all of those, and very gently I'm going to get some 1000 grit sandpaper and rub over some of the surfaces, because what that does, that then highlights where the high spots are.
Yeah,
it's like there's one there and one there, there's one there, there's several on the rear tail, and that allows you then to airbrush the different areas. And I'll be doing all the high points with mahogany as well.
Yeah.
All the seam lines and everything else will be done as well. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing during the week. So hopefully next week I'll have that in white. So completely white, ready for masking.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It'll be an albino albatross.
Yes. And I've also got this lot in primer.
Excellent. I've already painted the wheels.
Yeah.
I did them with the brush.
Cool.
So you can't see because you're on big screen. But yeah.
So look. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice job.
Thank you. I got the exhaust as well. To put on.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, I even put some like stuff on the end. And I drilled it out.
Yes. Oh, I've got to drill them out. Can't leave them flat.
There you
go. Cool. Nice job, mate.
Thank you.
So where are we? We were.
Just above.
Jim says, have a great weekend, mates. Great show as always. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you for joining us. DJ says, panels painted separately, Mikey?
Yep. Put a thicker coat in the middle and thinner coat towards the outside, so it gives it a bit of depth.
Tiff says, thank you all for joining us. Hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you, Tiff. DJ says, decent stream as always. Cheers, guys. You're welcome. Thank you, DJ, for joining us. Duke says, catch you next week, guys. Thank you, Duke. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Tiff went all-American honours, Jarl, says DJ. Jim's giggling away. Chalky says, great stream as always, gentlemen. Have a good weekend. See everyone in next time, my friends. Thank you for joining us, Chalky, and great. Glad you enjoyed it.
Speaking
says,
sorry.
Let me just finish off these and you can say what you'd like to say. Jim says that's some real southern hospitality, y'all. And Stevie T says, thanks, guys. See you next time. Thanks for joining us, Steve, and thanks for joining us, Jim. Fire away.
Yep. Chalky's been working on his rice paddy that he suggested.
Oh, yes.
And he's been doing the static grass, practicing with that.
Oh, nice.
And it looks really good.
Excellent.
If you go
Excellent.
onto my Discord server, he's put some pictures in the showroom.
Oh, excellent. I'll have a look at those.
Hmm.
DJ
keep
says,
up
yeehaw. So then, Mikey, if you'd like to see your batty ties.
Yes. If I can get my... There we go. It's a wireless mouse, so it sort of gone into sleep. Bye, everyone.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Really appreciate your time and your comments and your interactions. It's brilliant. Remember, give us a nice big thumbs up on both channels. That will help no end. So stay safe, keep modeling, and we will see you next Friday. Bye.
Tatty bye.
Right up, so go on and do not stop.